Hi everyone, my name is Nayeli Dalisay. I'm a certified Sophia Circle leader, and I'm so happy to be here with you on this 6 weeks mini series about my journey with the Sophia Code. This is the second week. If you did not watch the first week, then you can click on here and you will be catapulted back to where I was at the time where the Sophia Code came into my life, a bit of a backstory of the transformations that I was going through at that time. Why am I creating this? I wanted to share my story with you and just like some snippets and some really powerful initiations that came through my journey with the Sophia Code, because I really truly believe that each and every journey is unique and simultaneously we are mirrors of one another. When we share our journeys, our experiences with one another, then we can get inspired, then we can get these aha moments, and we also understand and know that we are not alone on this spiritual journey and on this human journey. All of our feelings and emotions are welcome and are allowed to be with us on this beautiful journey, because the Sophia Code, truly from my own experience, will just bring everything will just be fully in your face. It can be terrifying and it can be also very, very exciting at the same time. That being said, today I want to share a bit about my journey through walking through the Sophia Code for the first time, and also the time after completing the Sophia Code for the first time, because you will never be the same after reading the Sophia Code. Life changes once and for all if you walk through the Sophia Code and each and every chapter. This being said, I was actually charging my old phone because I don't have the timelines very, very correctly in my head. Somehow the last years are just mushed up into one big change and transformation, which is beautiful, but just for the sake of timelines, I'll get my phone and I'll be right back. Okay, I don't know where I stopped with sharing my story, but I literally had to go to my old computer because on my old phone, which I recorded the key code initiations with, I had already deleted it, but I obviously transferred it to my old computer. And on my old computer, I was able to find the key code initiations that I sort of recorded with the date. And so I have a bit more clarity on that timeline. The first key code initiation that I recorded was end of July of 2020. The last key code initiation that I recorded, the Sophia Dragons, was in end of August of 2020. Within 6 to 8 weeks, I read through the Sophia Code. Talk about lightning transmission. Now I look back, I'm like, whoa, that was intense. It was a wild time, and what I shared in last week's sort of episode, I guess, was how after the first chapter, I felt so touched, I felt so seen, I felt so like, oh my gosh, this is what I had been receiving in my personal life. This is what I knew in some way, in some capacity, but I had not learned how to put it into words. I had not learned how to trust and listen to my inner wisdom. And that's been the sensation, and especially after the first round of reading the Sophia Code, that was the somatic sensation of journeying through each and every chapter of the Sophia Code. It was like this recognition, this activation, this lightning, this electrifying. It's like once you are seen in the deepest core of your essence and understood in there, it's just wow. Oh my gosh, it's so liberating, and it's so touching, it's so vulnerable, it's so multidimensional. And really, that's sort of the feeling that I had after reading or through reading the Sophia Code for the first time. I did not remember the content at all after completing it. It was just happening so fast. It was the sensation, this finally feeling that someone or consciousness understood me, the way that I had never been able to express myself, the way that I had never been able to share what was coming through me. it felt like coming home. In summer of 2020, before my Kundalini awakening, I went on a 8-week cycling journey in northern Scandinavia on my own, and I called that journey home. At the time, I did not know what that exactly meant, and it's such a cool, I love that expression, journey home, because now I understand it in ever increasing measures, that we are all journeying back home to the truth of our sovereignty, to the truth of our essence, to the truth of our relationship with God, with Sophia, with our higher selves, and to the truth of our love in these incarnations. And we are allowing all aspects of ourselves to come back home to the heart temple in such a beautiful way. So I really felt that so many parts of myself, through walking through the initiations, were coming home to God, to Sophia, to my higher self, to my heart. All of the parts of me that I had thought that were lost